They taught you something in school that felt completely logical, almost comforting. They told you that energy cannot be created or destroyed, it simply changes form. That is the first law of thermodynamics. It is treated like a sacred commandment in physics, an absolute rule that no force in existence is allowed to break. And for most people, that explanation is enough. They nod, move on, and never ask the next question. But I want you to ask it right now. Look around you. Think about the light pouring through your window. Think about the warmth in your body, the fuel burning inside every star, the billions of galaxies tearing through space with the raw fury of supermassive explosions. If energy truly cannot come from nothing, if that law is as absolute and unbreakable as we claim, then how did the universe ever begin? Where did literally everything come from nearly 14 billion years ago? Where did the very first drop of energy originate? Most cosmologists will slide past this question with uncomfortable grace. They will speak about a primordial expansion, a hot and dense early universe, a rapid inflation of space-time. They will bury the core problem beneath layers of abstract equations and technical language designed to make you feel like the answer exists somewhere, even if you cannot quite reach it. I refuse to do that. I prefer to stare directly into the paradox until it blinks first. The real answer is not that the laws of physics magically shattered at the dawn of time. The real answer is far darker, far more elegant, and genuinely disturbing. It has everything to do with an illusion, one that you, me, and every human being who has ever lived has been trapped inside without realizing it. We instinctively think of energy as something positive, something present and visible, a burning flame, a spinning planet, the blinding light of the sun. These are the things we associate with energy, and they are all real. But in our obsession with what we can see and feel, we have consistently overlooked the force that shapes the architecture of all reality, gravity. And gravity holds a secret that has been hiding in plain sight for centuries. Gravity does not simply pull things together. Gravity functions at its deepest mathematical level as purely negative energy. It acts like a debt, like an abyss, like a ledger entry permanently written in the red. If you are someone who wants the uncomfortable truth about the cosmos rather than the comfortable bedtime story, you are in the right place. I am going to dismantle the greatest paradox in the history of existence, step by step, piece by piece, until your mind fully grasps how it is physically possible to build everything that exists, every atom, every galaxy, every thought you have ever had, literally from zero. Forget the stars for a moment, forget the noise of your daily life, picture absolute emptiness, a perfectly blank slate with nothing on it whatsoever. Every human instinct tells you that to place something on that blank slate, you must bring the materials from somewhere else. To make fire, you need wood. To build a house, you need bricks. That is the essence of conservation. Nothing is free. But the universe does not operate like a human economy. The universe is the supreme master of accounting, and its ledger is flawless. The fundamental mistake we make when trying to understand the origin of the cosmos is assuming that the universe is a net positive quantity of energy. Consider this mental exercise. Imagine standing on a vast, perfectly flat plane. That plane represents absolute nothingness, a state of energy exactly equal to zero. Nothing exists. No matter, no light, no movement. Now, without importing anything from outside, you want to build a mountain. So you pick up a shovel and start digging. You carve an enormous hole in the ground, and you pile all the excavated earth beside it. You now have a towering mountain. That mountain represents all the matter, all the radiation, all the energy in the observable universe. It is you, it is me, it is every galaxy spinning in the dark. But look at what sits right beside your mountain, a vast, bottomless pit. That hole is gravity. And what you are about to understand is the core truth of reality that most people never hear spoken out loud. The mountain beside the pit is not an accident. It is not a coincidence of the universe's design. It is the universe's design in its entirety. To truly grasp what this means, we need to follow the logic with absolute precision, because this is where everything changes. Gravity always attracts. If you place two massive planets in space and you want to pull them apart, you must spend energy. You must fire enormous engines, fight against that invisible pull, and push those worlds into the deep void. You have to drain energy from your own reserves just to separate them and bring their connection to a neutral state. That means, by simple arithmetic, that when those two planets are together, their combined gravitational energy must be less than zero. It is a deficit. It is a cosmic debt written permanently into the structure of space. Now scale that logic up to the entire universe. If you were somehow able to add up every joule of positive energy contained in all the matter in the observable universe, every star, every atom, every photon, and then subtract from that total the enormous negative energy contained in the gravitational web holding it all together. The result would not be some large positive number. It would not be an astronomical sum representing the grand total of creation. According to the equations of thermodynamics, the answer is exact and unchanging. The sum is precisely zero. The universe never broke the fundamental rule that energy cannot emerge from nothing. Instead, it obeyed that rule